Look, I mean, I really remain optimistic. I do think that you have to pay attention to the world around you, and we have some issues, and we have some crises that we have to deal with, but I do think we will get around to doing that, and that is why I stay optimistic, because I was raised the same way, that, you know, we could set goals, get a man to the moon, and by gosh, we got him there. And we could, you know, create this incredible economic engine and watch it evolve, and yet along the way we had problems, and we created, you know, some of those for ourselves, but we kept talking about them, we kept trying to deal with them. So I don't think you can afford to be pessimistic, or even worse, hopeless, which leads to a feeling of helplessness. But I think you have to be honest with your kids and, you know, say, this is not going to be easy, but it's the very effort that can be so rewarding. Be part of something bigger than yourself. Be willing to stake your claim on making a difference in climate change or healthcare or fighting for sensible, you know, gun laws or whatever it might be, because I do feel that there is this real uprising, this movement. And, you know, some say it started with, you know, the Women's March, but certainly it went through March for Our Lives. It created a new generation of activist young people. You saw in the 2018 election, the midterm, you had young people running and winning often. I mean, I started an organization called Onward Together, and we fund groups that actually go out and recruit young people. I took a picture today with a big group of Emerge Washington women who, you know, want to get trained and run for office. So there are lots of good things happen, just because they don't make headlines, you know, but they are building a new ground for us to be active, to fight back, to express our values, and most importantly, to vote for people who we think will actually do the work. I mean, it is, on the one hand, very worrisome because we do see these problems. On the other hand, there is so much opportunity. So I remain optimistic, Bradley, I really do. And I think that a lot of it will come from the grassroots up. It can't just come from there, because there do have to be leaders who will listen and will act based on that kind of an agenda. But if we do it from the bottom up and the top down, and we create this, you know, movement that's bigger than any one leader or bigger than any one problem, I think we can get back to being the America that we should be. And that's my hope for my grandchildren. I want them to come of age in a country where there is that sense of hope and opportunity again, and where we're not just beaten down all the time. And we've got to stand up to the people who want us to be discouraged and depressed and disappointed. That is a deliberate effort to undermine that optimism and that hopefulness. And if you know somebody who watches Fox News 24/7, stage an intervention. They are being discouraged and depressed. You know, let's get back to having some positive energy again, and then let's join hands and get things done together.